Look what I got, a big 17-pound turkey. You got a turkey to cook this Thanksgiving? What you gonna do with this big thing? Don't worry, I got you covered. Come on in the kitchen with me and I'll give you my grandmother's secret tips and tricks for your best, most juicy turkey ever. What will you need? You're gonna need a stick of butter, some salt, and your turkey. Dana here, and I've got a thawed out turkey that's ready to go. You know, you got this big thawed out turkey, it's time to cook it on Thanksgiving Day. What you gonna do with it? Don't have a moment of panic, watch this video. My tried and true tips from my grandmother, Nanny Swan. I'm telling you what, you're gonna have a juicy, wonderful bird in just a few easy steps. So I'm gonna show you what I do and how easy it is. The only thing you're gonna need is some kind of roaster. Now this is our antique turkey roaster that I've got from my mother-in-law. This used to be hers. And then you're gonna need some salt, you're gonna need some butter, and let's get going. Now where can you find these recipes at? The tips from my Nanny Swan, and as well as a lot of other recipes, are in my cookbook, Happiness is Homemade, y'all. It's on Amazon. It'll come as a print book or an ebook. Y'all get on there, you're gonna need these for Thanksgiving. But anyway, this is on page 2. Nanny Swan's Best Roasted Turkey. Right here. There's no guessing. We're gonna get this turkey done and you're gonna enjoy it. Your family's gonna love it. It's heavy. Okay, there we are in the sink. This is not hard at all. I've been making turkeys, cooking turkeys for decades. And I got it all from my Nanny Swan when I was a newlywed, and I called her and said, Nanny, I need to know how to make a turkey. And she told me, and her tips and tricks are in the book. All right, y'all, we're gonna pull this back. Then we gotta take the giblets out and the neck out. So if you will look right here, okay, you see that they're kind of connected together. We're gonna open this up and pull out what's inside. Here we go. We got a turkey neck right here. We're gonna wash that out on the inside. Okay, and you know mine has the braces here. Now we're gonna flip this over, and there's stuff in the neck as well as we're watching. Okay, now y'all look, I'm gonna show you this in case you've never done a turkey before. If you've got one of those in there, if it pops up, the red thing in the middle will pop. That means it's done. All right, so it takes the guesswork out of it, but I'll tell you, we gotta get the giblets out of the cavity here. Okay, and this is gonna be the gizzard, the heart, and the liver. We're gonna put that aside to use for something else, and we're just gonna wash this baby up. Fine. All right, now what I gotta do, we're gonna put this big platter right here. Finish washing this. Okay. Let the water drip out of it and put it on here. Get ready to get seasoned. All right, there we go. Okay, I want to show you this. Anytime you buy a turkey, they're going to have some charts on the back, and this will tell you your thawing time and your cooking time. So thawing time for a 17-pound turkey is 4 to 5 days in the refrigerator, and cooking time is 3 hours to 3 3/4 of an hour. We've washed it, we've dried it, and now we've just got to do a little bit of stuff before we pop it in the roaster. Okay. I'm going to prepare my roaster by spraying the sides with spray. Every little bit helps, right? Okay, and then we got to start buttering our bird and salting it. We're going to go into the cavities first. And I've got 1 stick of butter, and we are going to take, this is very room temperature or a little more, we're just gonna put it on the inside of the cavities, okay? The inside of the cavities. The inside of the cavities. Kind of rub that around in there. Oh yeah, inside the cavities. Now also inside the cavities, we're gonna put some salt. When I'm salting mine, I put the salt that I think I'm gonna use in a separate container, and then I throw out what's left because I don't wanna contaminate the rest of my salt. So I'm gonna put about a smidge, I'm gonna say. Oh baby, that's heavy. I'm gonna put some down in that cavity. Remember, it's got the butter in it. See it? Let's get some salt in this cavity. And y'all, I am using the salted butter, so we will put the butter back in and back in here. We got butter in there. So butter's gonna be cooking inside it. Then we're gonna butter the outside of this. Now, we're not gonna butter the bottom because all of this butter on top is gonna run down to the bottom. So what I've gotta do right now is pass this into my pan. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's heavy, baby. All right, let's get our salt. First, let's get this on there, then we'll salt it. Right. This is very soft butter, and I'm just gonna put little pieces of it on here, rub it in, and this stuff is gonna melt and run down and help your turkey be so soft and wonderful. Oh yeah, this is how my nanny said to do it, so we might as well do it. Now in the South, we teach we get our recipes from our family, and they're passed down for generations. So if you don't have anybody passing down recipes to you, I'll pass mine over to you from my family, okay? They're good. You're gonna love them. I've got chicken and dressing, chicken and dumplings. I've got the best carrot cake you'll ever eat. Just all kinds of good recipes. My ugly biscuits are to die for. Okay, and I went and made those ugly biscuits with Miss Paula Dean a little bit ago. All right, we got butter all over the top of this. Now I'm gonna salt it, and we're putting this in, okay? Now total salt, I have probably used a tablespoon, maybe. All right, and I will tell y'all I did use the salted butter just because, I thought, why not? It's gonna soak in there. All right, we got it. And now it's ready to go in with one more caveat. My grandmother said we gotta cover this with foil and cook it covered until the last 30 minutes. The last 30 minutes you take it off. Now I'm gonna cook this for 3 hours and then take off the foil to let it brown. So now you know what I'm doing. And occasionally I'll go in there, and that juice that's gonna run around, I'll spoon it over the bird, maybe once or twice while it's cooking. That's it. That's it. That's it. You're gonna have an easy time cooking your bird, and that's how you prepare it. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be easy, like my Nanny Swan used to do, and like I've been doing for decades. So anyway, here's our family turkey. I'm about to put it in, and I'll show you what it looks like halfway through, and then when I pull it out at the end, you'll be with me every step of the way. All right, tuck this foil in, and we're ready to go. Now, if my lid would have fit on here, I would have put my lid on, but this turkey's too big. A 12-pounder would have been just right, but I got a 17. So anyway, there you go. So it's going in the oven at 325 for 3 hours. And I'll be checking it in about 1.5 hours, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, set your timer, folks. Okay, we've got 1 hour of cook time behind us, and I'm gonna pull the turkey out and show you what I do like at the hour point. Smells delicious. All right, let me show you what it's doing. This is how beautiful it is at 1 hour, okay? So we got this right here. This is what it looks like And now all of that butter has melted, and we're going to, we see that butter, that juice all down in the bottom, we're gonna baste it, okay? Yes, we are. Gonna put that, let it run right over that. Then we're gonna cover it again, put it back together. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can use a spoon or something, but this is a real handy little gadget. And this is gonna make it so delicious and so moist. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna cover it back up and put it back in the oven at 325 for 2 more hours. All right, and remember, the last 30 minutes, we're gonna take the foil off and brown it. So y'all, it is right where I want it to be, and I will bring you back when we take the foil off so it can brown. All right, see y'all in a few minutes. This is going back in. Take this off and show you what it looks like. Here it is. This is looking really, really good. This is after 3 hours for this one. And I'm going to baste it again and put it back in without anything over it so that it can brown. It's getting there. There we go. There we go. Okay, what I'm gonna do to protect the wings and the drumsticks, I'm gonna take some of this, because they're getting a little more brown. I'm gonna take some of this and cover it up. Okay, this is going over that wing. Okay, so we got it at 3 hours for me, and it is ready to go. It is temping out at 165, and we're going to cover up the drumstick and the wings with foil and put it back in, and then the rest of it will brown. So we're gonna give it another 30 minutes, and then I'll pull it back out. It's going back in with no cover on it. Look at this, look at this. Beautiful bird. Oh yeah, this is how you make a really, really juicy, wonderful turkey. Let's pull this off and look at it. Oh yeah. Now that's a beautiful bird in the turkey roaster. And just so you'll remember, this means it's done. So it's popped out. We've got darkness on the legs and the breast. That's a good looking turkey. And now all you've got to do is plate it up and serve it to your guest.